Well, my name is Verna McClain, and I came to Arizona on July 20th, 1969, the first day that they walked on the moon. And my husband and I came for his health. We went to work for W.R. Scholes and managing apartments on Rozier Road, and that was quite an experience. And Mr. Scholes said that anyone who worked for him had to do community service. So that's how I got volunteered the first time, because he was chairperson of the cancer drive that year, and he said we all had to collect money. So that was my introduction to being a volunteer. Well, my grandson had cancer. Little did I know that I would have family with cancer when I started volunteering. And so I was one of the people who helped to start to walk up the mountain. My grandson had a Wilms tumor, and he lived to be 5 years old. And he was the mascot for the first climb. He was telling everybody, oh, I walked the whole way, and then he happened to look around, and there was a policeman standing there, and some of the people that had carried him, and he said, well, they did have to carry me a little while. You know, the news media has always tried to make South Phoenix, South Mountain Village look bad. And some incidents at the high school, and they were really tearing us up. So what we did was some ministers and some civilian people decided that we would do something to counteract that. So we had an all-day event at the high school to prove that we had faith in our community, and we had people that did entertainment, and we had vendors and food, and it was such a huge success that we called it the South Phoenix Festival of Thanksgiving, and we've been doing it now for 39 years. And we have a pioneer lunch, and we have a fair and parades and a whole week of activities. And one of the most fun ones was a Ms. South Phoenix, and you had to be 60 years old to participate. And they had to come out in a bathing suit and then in an outfit from when they were 30 years old, and finally in an evening gown. And we did that for about 15 years. And I guess maybe nobody wanted to admit that they were 60 years old, because we quit doing that. Well, this college has been here 30 years, and I belong to the Chamber of Commerce, and we found out that they were going to have a college built in the area on Buckeye Road. Well, we started going to the board meetings and saying, we want this college, but they said, no, we're going to put it on Buckeye Road. So we found out that they were going to Florence and have I think they felt like a little secret meeting or something. And so there were 35 of us carpooled down there. And of course they had to let a certain amount of people talk. So we had several people get up and make a plea for the college. And finally they said, let's give them their college. I think they were tired of looking at it. So that's how South Mountain College. And I think that I'm one of 2 or 3 people that's left on the advisory board. So it's been a blessing. We went from modulars to the first college classes were in Holy Family Church in Greenfield School. Then we went to modulars and then to permanent buildings, and now we have a beautiful performance center and an NAU site, and now we're going to get a beautiful new library. So it's been a great blessing to our community. there again, we were getting very bad publicity from South Mountain High School. And one of my friends and I, Norman Lavender, had been talking for a long time that we needed a good newspaper. 2 or 3 had come and went. So they said that 2 little boys were found in the sewer on Osborne and 35th Avenue or something in South Phoenix. Well, that's quite a ways away. So her and I said, this is it. And we went to Bev's kitchen and sat down and did our first 8-page villager. And now I've been doing it for 16 years. It's went to 32 pages in color. And I'm very proud of it. Our goal is to never print anything negative. So, and I have a lot of nice comments of what it's done. We like to think, George Young is my partner, and we like to think that it has changed the South Mountain community. And by the way, we are South Mountain Village. In 1983, I was on a committee for a long time trying to decide where the villages were. In 1983, we were designated as South Mountain Village. And I keep telling people that. The college had their first 4th of July meeting here was some group from downtown. And Dr. Cardenas was still here. And we said to him, why are we doing something out of our community? Why can't we do it? They come from all over the state, really. They're given the opportunity to be sworn in here if they want to. And we've had people come back from California. And last year we had one couple that they have lived here 50 years that became citizens. So that's very rewarding. I'd like to thank my family for one thing. I have 3 children, 9 grandchildren, 23 great-grands, and now I have 2 great-greats. And I'd like to thank Dr. Cardenas and Dr. Cordova and Dr. Atwater, Dr. Elsner for being our interim, and we're looking forward to Dr. Olson coming to be with us as the new president.